Introducing David Achom.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. I'm super excited to be here for one. All right. You know how we do it. We drop our locations in the chat box. However, before we start, all right, I'll give you another 2 minutes to go tell your friends that there's something going on right now and they do not want to miss it, okay? Tell your friends that there's something going on right now and they do not want to miss it. So I'll give you 2 minutes. Go ahead and do that in 2 minutes whilst you drop your location in the chat box. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. I'm back. Okay. So, and I know you guys are back also. Where are you joining us from? Where are you joining us from? Put it in the comments. Where are you joining from? I'm in Abuja, Nigeria. Where are you joining us from? Where are you joining us from? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you joining us from? Today is a powerful day. Today is, I don't know, very beautiful. All right. And I know something good is going to happen. I'm very positive about it. Okay. I know something good is going to happen. I don't want to be the one to, cause, what's the word? I don't want to be the one to cause a delay in the process of your achieving goals, all right, of your goals accomplishments. I don't want to be the one to cause a delay. Nah. I want to see you in the best version of yourself, and that's why I'm here to help you, teach you, so that you can be refined into the best version of yourself. That's why I'm here. I'm here to teach you. I'm here to guide you, so you can be the best version of yourself. Okay. So let's look at the let's look at the let's look at the chat box very quickly. Let's look at the chat box very quickly. Go Grid. Good morning. Felix Son FX. Good morning, David. Warm greetings from Dubai. Bison. Morning, sir. It's a new week. Bison from Asaba. Samoropo, good morning from Abuja. Praise Adewe. Good morning. Iwo, Osun State. Great stuff. Great stuff. Ask Dr. Sami. Good morning from Abuja. Let's see more responses. Let's see more responses. Let's see more responses. Let's see more responses. Let's go into today's class. Lord, we ask for clarity. We ask for direction. We ask for wisdom. In the name of Jesus. Let's look at the chart from daily. From the daily time frame, we saw a swing by Let's look at the weekly, first of all. On the weekly time frame, prices it should still rally up. So we still expect some buys on the weekly time frame because we are still bullish. So weekly is bullish. Weekly is bullish. Daily. Daily, we can say low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. So daily time frame is daily time frame is has broken above, so that's bullish. Daily time frame has broken above on the daily time frame. And we see this, we see this, we see this, and then this low, and these were prices. Now, one of two things, right? If you are going to pick this place as a structure in the market, if you are going to pick this place, that means daily is now bearish. But if we are not going to pick it, we just consider the low and the high going up. That means daily is not bearish. Daily is bullish. Do you understand what I'm saying? If we are going to consider this green box, and now the only reason I will not consider it is because that's not a major structure in the market. That's the only reason I will not consider it. If not, I ought to consider it. I ought to consider it. But the only reason I will not consider it is because that's not a major structure in the market. It's not. It's not a major structure. So I will not consider it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not a major structure. And if I'm not considering it, that means daily is bullish also. Daily is bullish. So we're expecting price on daily to break above here. Weekly is bullish. Daily is bullish. Let's go to 4 hours. Let's go to 4 hours. We have this low, we have this high, 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 we have this low on 4 hours. So 4 hours is bearish because price has not taken out this high yet. 4 hours is bearish. Guys, are you following me? Now, this is dicey. You know why it's dicey? If we didn't consider this green box on the daily, why are we considering it on the 4 hours? I'll tell you. Because 4 hours, it came off like a major structure. On the daily, it looks more like consolidation. On the 4 hours, it looks more like market structural points. looks more like a structural point in the market on the 4 hours. It looks more like a structural point in the market on the 4 hours. Do you understand what I'm saying? It looks more like a structural point in the market on the 4 hours. So 4 hours is bearish, and 4 hours is bearish until price sweeps out above this zone. If price has not swept it yet, then we are still bearish. However, it's not a substantial bearish because price has gone almost 100%, but it's still bearish. Structurally, based on market structure, 4 hours bearish. Weekly bullish, daily bullish, 4 hour bearish. Let's go to 1 hour. Remember, everything is bullish so far except 4 hours. So let's go to 4 hours. Let's go to 1 hour. 1 hour, we have this high, we have this low, this high, this low, this high, this low, this high, right, on 1 hour. And then this low, price gave us a new high. And then this low. 1 hour has broken above this. So 1 hour is bullish. Are you with me? 1 hour has broken above it. So 1 hour is bullish. 1 hour has broken above this zone. That means 1 hour is bullish. 1 hour has broken above it. That means 1 hour is bullish. Are you with me? That means 1 hour is what? 1 hour is bullish. Follow me closely. Everything else bullish except 4 hours so far. Let's go to 30 minutes. 30 minutes is clearly bullish. Low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. 30 minutes is clearly bullish. 15 minutes now. 15 minutes also is clearly bullish. Everything is bullish except 4 hours. 4 hours is still bearish, but the rest are bullish. Everything I can see here bullish. So we'll go to 4 hours and we'll do what our strategy says. We'll mark out structural points. All right, structural points is this place. This is a major structural low, our most recent low on the 4 hours, and this is our most recent high on the 4 hours. Are you with me? So what we'll do is we'll look for positions to buy into that most recent 4 hour level. Why? Because we know for a fact that price will come there. I hope what I'm saying is making sense. We know the price will come there. We know. Do you understand? So let's change to line charts and mark out areas of confluences. One, two, three, four. I like this one. Let's mark out more areas of confluences. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. I like this one. Now let's go back in time to find more. Let's go back in time and see if we can find more. Remember what we are looking for. We are looking for a place in the market where price taps it multiple times. That will be our confluence. Okay. I like this one very well. Every time price came close to it or tapped it, it fell down massively. So can change it back to candles. And these are our 3 zones for entry. All right. It means that if we are selling from this, remember we are on the 4 hours. If we are selling here, for instance, we are going to have our take profits 1 here, 2 here, 3 here. Then we can see final take profit will be here. Do you understand? But if we are buying, we have to go to lower time frame. Any of the time frames that says the price is bullish. Do you understand? Any of that time frame is what is where we're going to buy from. I hope you guys are listening to me. Any of that time frame is where we're going to buy from. So I'll go to 15 minutes now and I want to buy. All right. So I'll pull out Fibonacci from this low to this high. Yeah. So I'll be looking for a buy zone that has not been filled. Okay. I'm looking for a buy zone with a buy momentum that has not been filled yet. I'm looking for a possibility zone, an unfilled possibility zone. On the 15 minutes, this has been filled, 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 has been filled. All of these have been filled. Actually, this has not been filled yet. But what's the word? That would mean that we'll pick the entry instead on the 1 hour. And I'll tell you why. According to the 1 hour, this is also our most recent low, so we can't pick it from the 1 hour. We can only pick it from the 15 minutes. So what that would mean for us is that we're not going to risk too much on this trade. Look at something. Price came here and picked it, right, and went up. Right? Are you with me? Picked it and went up. Now, price came, picked it, and went up. Now, you need to also see something here. The similar thing happened here. Picked it, went up, all right. And similar thing happened here. Picked it, went up. So it means similar things should happen here. The price will pick it and go up. sometime in the future. I don't know when, but sometime in the future. So pending when that happens, all right? Pending when that happens, I would like to buy, based on my strategy, I would like to buy price at 61.8 because it tallies with a good conference. So we have different conferences. Psychological level is 1.30000, and that falls with this one here. All right. We also have another conference of 61.8 Fibonacci. Let me go back to 4 hours in 1 second. Hold on. Let me go back to 4 hour chat and see if I can pick another one. This is another one here. This is another one here. All right. This is another one here. Okay, I'm trying to observe something in 2 seconds. So you guys will hold on for 2 seconds. So we see price sitting properly on that level. Are you with me? We see price sitting properly on that level. So what it means is when we go back to 15 minutes, we'll check if that level tallies with any of our Fibonacci price points. Now, from what we have seen here, that level sits well with 70.5. All right. So I'll be looking for a buy at this price point here. All right. My stop loss will be below 88.6. So that's 30 pips. It's okay. All right. That'll be my stop loss. My take profit is minus 25, 27 rather, which is here 138 pips. Now that is one possible entry based on the current chart. The current chart says everything is bullish, so we are looking to buy. Are you with me? Now, next possible buy zone. All right, are you with me? Next possible, sorry, not buy zone. Next possible momentum in the market will be on the 4 hours, but now it will be for a sell on the 4 hours. In this zone, inside of this zone, we want to see how price reacts. So I'd rather even, these are 15 minutes. Our TP is too much there because we want to close the trade before price gets there. So I'll close it below this place here. Yeah, that's 1 to 4. 1 to 4 hour is okay for me on this. Okay, 1 to 4 hour is okay for me on this. So if I take profit before price starts misbehaving, then I'm okay. Now our aim is to watch how price reacts when it gets to that green box. But you might not want to move immediately. But if price chooses to move immediately, like from here, it not come down, it just goes up to that zone. Then we'll watch out for the candlestick reaction on the 1 hour time frame. The moment you see a 1 hour bearish engulfing or evening star or any other bearish candle chart, as long as we have seen it on the 1 hour, then we are all going to sell. All right, but we have to see that confirmation first. So we have to wait for at least 1 hour candle to close with a bearish confirmation before we can take any move in the market. If price comes up without coming down again, but if it comes down, I'll buy here and I'm buying into the sell zone because, and the reason I trust the buy is because we are still bullish. So we'll very likely see more buys. We'll very likely see more buys. I don't know if that makes any sense, but we'll very likely see more buys if price comes down. But if it just goes up into the green box, we'll wait for confirmation and then we'll sell. Okay, that's what I'm expecting on GBP. It's a fair chart. It's not confusing. It's very simple. Let me send it to the group. Let me send it to the group now. I'll send it to the group now before I bring up counselor. So I've sent it to the group. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'll bring up counselor very quickly. I'll bring up counselor very quickly. But this is what I'm expecting. So if price comes into the green box without coming down, then we'll wait for bearish confirmation and we'll sell. That sell is a very long sell. You guys can see it already. The sell is a long sell because we will be selling from here. We'll be selling from here all the way down and below. So it's a very long sell. And if you can catch it, I promise you, me, David Achom, if I catch that thing, I will hold it 500 pips. I will just use 4 lots. 2. On 1 lot, that's $5,000. 4 lots is 20K. I'll use 5 lots, 25K. I'll just use 5 lots and I'll hold it. Abi, 5 lots, yes. 25K. I'll just use 5 lots and hold it. I know myself. I'll just use 5 lots and hold that trade till it hits TP. Once you can catch this sell. But if you don't catch the sell, I believe we should catch that sell because the long sell, trust me, the very long sell. Very long sell. See, it's quite a long sell. All right, so I believe counselor is ready for us. I believe counselor is ready for us. I believe counselor is ready for us. Hey man, you're muted though.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing today?
Very good.
Amazing, 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 amazing. So I dropped something on the WhatsApp chat. All right. I dropped something on the WhatsApp chat. You can't see your face though. you can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, sure. I can hear you.
Oh, nice, nice. Well, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning from anywhere you are. My name is Counselor, and I will be simply guiding you on what we're going to be looking out for the day on gold. And as we all know, gold has been very, very bullish. And if you were here last week, obviously, I called this the buy, the sell rather, and I called it a short sell. I called it a short sell. That was because of how the reaction was that last week. And I believe if you were there, you will be bagging more than 500 or something pips, because I called that sell from the top, from where the sell obviously started. That's where I called the sell from. So it is very, very simple. Like I told you guys the other time, the reason why that happened is not just because you want to make money, you want to be always correct. The idea for your trade setups should be backed up not only with technicals but also fundamentals. So if you recall, that was, if you're here on Monday last week, you will know that I called this sell from this point. And the reason why for that sell is because it is
You can't see
obvious.
your screen, oh.
Oh, shit. I was thinking I'm already sharing, so I'm not. So the sell, I believe you can do that now. Can you see my screen?
You can't see your screen. Okay, we can see it now. Go ahead.
All right, all right, all right. That is fine. So the reason for the sell last week, which is this, not this buy, this sell, this guy here. So I told you guys the reason for that sell. It is very, very simple. Yeah. This reason is, if you remember, we marked the structure together because I cleared the chart. And I'm going to do that again now. It's not because I just want to do that, but because I know what I'm doing, you know what you're expecting. You're not just coming into the market and then boom, making a decisions like that. Now, many things will back your decisions. They are mostly called confluences. So when those things are met, that is when you can now say, oh, I'm going to sell, oh, I'm going to buy. So having said that, I marked out the structure. The structure from the 4 hours is very, very simple structure. It's very, very simple structure. Your normal higher low, higher high, and stuff like that. And then this was the last I created last week, last 2 weeks, obviously. And I said this guy broke down here with a force and came up immediately somewhere here. So ideally, structure has shifted here. Ideally, structure has shifted here. But listen, you're not trying to be correct. You're trying to react to what market is giving you. You're trying to say, okay, I'm reacting according to technicals. That is also a function of fundamentals tied together. So I'm not like, okay, for that Monday, what I'm looking out for is for this guy to at least close with a full body breaking this low. And I called it a short sell. If you are in the last class, on the last live, you will obviously see that I called it a short term sell for the reason best known to the market. You're seeing it. So, and then I pointed out using other two brokers. In the trading view. where one, that is the Oanda, and then the other one, which is the FXCM, one broke with a wick, while the other one broke with a body. Let me go back and get it. Say USD. Oanda, is it 8 cap? Let me be sure. Yes, I'm correct. I'm correct. So it is 8 cap. And like I said, the 8 cap broke that structure with a week. With a week. It broke that structure with a week. And I clearly said, this guy is a pure imbalance which must be filled. So I compared two brokers from the same trading view and was getting different views. And I said, okay, Rwanda is filled with body, and this guy did not fill with body. So obviously, this price will come down and fill this guy with a proper body before any other decision will be made. And guess what? Price reacted as expected. Price reacted as expected. And from that end, we started buying. From that end, started buying. Our sell was from this point, and this is not even the main sell, because this was the one I'm already in before I called the other one. And I said, okay, once price breaks the structure, comes back, our entry will now be somewhere here, and our TP and our SL is just somewhere there. And our TP is, the first one is 1 to 3, somewhere here, and the second one is 1 to 4.5. And that was exactly how price printed. So for this week, obviously, you know what gold is already doing. You don't have to lie to yourself that I'm trying to catch a sale. That when one gold starts selling, it will sell to eternity. It will give me this, it will give me that. Nah, that's not how we do that here. So, like I would always say, always follow, always follow the highest trend of the market. And then from there, you start making informed decisions and not just based off pressure or based off what you think. Nah, I understand what sentimental analysis is, and I know what they have done to traders, but always back up your trades with much technicals and then news surrounding your pair. So for this week, we're going to be forward testing for the week. And what I'll tell you for free is this: the reason for gold to keep breaking all-time highs and all-time highs and all-time highs is not just because gold is powerful or gold is almighty or gold is that or gold is that. There are fundamentals backing these things up. Like last week, the Donald Trump and the China saga. You can't tell me that you didn't hear that. Someone to be imposing 104% on China imported goods. So how do you think that those people in that economy will not take off their funds from their own reserves, from their own banks and all that to store them on gold? So telling me why gold broke all-time high is very simple. The fundamentals are there for you. The news are there for you. 104%. And then China is fighting back with increasing their own rates too. So, excuse me. So these two tug of war fights and all that, who suffers it? Is the market. Who suffers it? Is the economy. Who suffers it? Is the market generally. Last week, you see how the stock market is red everywhere. So where do you think people will take their money to? It's to gold, nowhere else. It's definitely going to gold. So that is why all these things are happening. And then you can see what I marked out the last time. Price carefully reacted from this breaker. And from that point, he started buying crazily. Like nothing. Nobody stopped it. No, nothing. Just started buying. So always always know your structure. Always know your structure. So the guy is buying now, so nothing we're going to do about it. You just keep looking for buy opportunities. And remember, the buy has broken the structure. So now we're anticipating something to come down a bit, but I am not selling. Come down a bit to this point to continue the rally up. And the decision is being made on the 4-hour. And you're not a swing trader. I'm not. I don't know for you. So what I'm doing is going to 1 hour time frame and start looking for buy opportunities. More buys. That is for me. More buys. So from this point, this is Monday. It's tricky. It's opened with a small gap. This gap here. Open with a small gap. This gap here, which must be filled. And if you look very well, it's already been filled. You opened here, and then it's already closed the gap. So we are fine. For gold, it's still bullish. It's still bullish. It's still bullish. So it's either price comes down to this point and takes off, or comes down to this point and takes off, or continue going up. But what I do is structure, liquidity, and then point of interest. You must find out all these things. You must look out for all these things. This is where the market broke structure. It is clear. It is clear as day. That is where the market broke structure. And even if you go to line diagram, you're going to see the same thing. It's the same thing. Look at it. Broke structure. It's with a body. So from that break of structure, that is where I'm anticipating price to come from. This guy here will serve as the liquidity that will push market down to this point for it to continue going where it's headed. It's very simple. So this is the POI, and then this is my liquidity. So the line diagram, the line chart removes all wicks and selects from the body. That only tells you one thing. That only tells you one thing. If you see a break of structure from the line chart to a wick, that is obviously not a break of structure. You are seeing something like this, and this happened, but with a wick. You don't just say, sorry, you don't just say this guy is a break of structure until he breaks with a body. Until he breaks with a body. That's when you now say, okay, this guy is a clean break of structure. So for me today, this is my entry for gold. This is my entry for gold. I've got gold, sorry. This is my entry for gold. I don't go to 15 minutes. But if I'm going to 15 minutes to start looking for if I'm going to 15 minutes to start looking for entries for today, for you to have something to take, it's going to be a bit dicey because all these things here for me are liquidity. All these things here are liquidity. I don't think telling you to buy from here is an ideal thing. Even if I tell you to buy from here, it's already played out because this guy is the POI. This guy there at the liquidity, and then price coming back. I've already tapped here, and then we're already taking profit, so no need. So this profit has already been hit, so there's no way buying anywhere here again. Market will disrespect this. If it's going to come up, if it's going to come down, we're going to disrespect it because it's already reacted from it, and then it's already bought. That is a solid 1:4. So there's no need trying to catch every move. So for me, I'm gonna wait somewhere here. To continue, and that's it. I don't want to force anything by telling you to buy from this POI. I went right. No. I don't do that. So I'm only waiting for here. That is why I choose between 4 hours to 30 minutes. I don't go below 15 minutes. So guys, the only thing I'm looking for is to buy from this POI. Thank you. My code is too much. So that is my view on gold. And also for fundamentals on gold, the tariff war is still going on in the US. The tariff war is still going on China. This week I'm expecting, because all those tariffs are now being implemented, in as much as the 104 tariff has been implemented already by around 12 midnight on Thursday. So I'm expecting, as the market is opening, as the stock market is just opening, everybody is going to be dumping their shits on gold. So we're expecting more buys on gold. But do not buy from anywhere around this point. Do not buy from anywhere. It's low probability trades. I don't think you should do that. They are low probability trades. So if you want to, you must. I don't want to just sit on my hands. I don't want to do that. Don't buy from this point. But if you must, minimalist risk. Always make it very, very low. So to keep you more in the market. So that's basically my view on gold. And from that 1 hour, it should be somewhere around here. So this is where my view is, somewhere around here. Stop loss is somewhere there, and TP is still here. So somewhere here. No, the body here. That is it. It's 3 to 4 hour. So this is what I'm anticipating for gold. Thank you very much. So if you have any question on this analysis, you can actually drop it on the chat so I can look into it. So if you also like what is happening, you can like the video. Time for sharing has passed already. If you like the analysis, you can give a like, thumbs up, comments, whatever makes you feel good. So that is it. I'm expecting that from the 3176736 to buy all through to 3,245. So that is that for gold. And for the week, there are few news events. Like I always say, after your analysis, always go back. Don't just analyze and then say, oh, I've done everything. Nah. Always go back to your trades. Always go back. Check the news surrounding the trade you're taking. Check the events surrounding those news, and then know and make informed decisions. Not just decisions based off technicals. Yes, technicals are good. They're very, very great. But back all your technicals with fundamentals. It will save you a whole lot of money. Yeah. So, no questions. So, I believe you take this trade, and like I always advise, apply proper risk management. What we do in the market is to predict price, and we hope for being right most of the time. If you're right 5 out of 10, if you're right 6 out of 10, if you're right 8 out of 10, you'll be profitable. But if you're going in without your risk in place, you don't have 10 times your risk, and then you're just trying to enter a trade with everything, that's not how it's going to work. So okay, how can I know SAUD news that is going to happen. Like I say, I always use NBC. I always use NBC. You go to your NBC news, check the news surrounding that point, and I also use there are two. There is in the app for that. You use investing.com. It's in Google Play Store, it's in Apple Play Store, everything is there for you. So you can go there, read on your news, read on the pair you're trading. I didn't say read every news, you'll be confused at the end of the day. Just read on the pairs you are trading. Like me, I channel all my trades to just one or two pairs. One or two pairs. That will save me a long deal, a big deal. It saves me all the time. Because if I don't know the news surrounding what I'm doing, it's going to be just I'm just playing with myself. I'm just playing with myself. So Samuel is saying, sorry coach, how do you know a zone is oversold or overbought? You mentioned something like that in the chatting. For me, when a structure, when a zone or when a price breaks structure three consecutive times, what I do is not just because I believe or nothing I believe. What I do is allow the market, and there's what is called a range volume profile. That is if your trading view is actually subscribed. So that's not a free content. If your trading view is subscribed, you will know when the volume of the market is being reduced. It's called volume profile. It's a tool on TradingView that you use for that. And the next thing is,
Sorry to interrupt you before you go ahead to the other question on the chat. That fixed volume range profile is actually there's an indicator by someone. He made it free, and it does exactly the same thing that the premium does. So I use it. My trading view is not paid. It's free trading view, and I use the volume profile. It's called fixed volume range profile under indicators. So you can search for it live right now under indicators. All right. Let me show you. 1 second. So let me just share my screen. So it is here. See, it's a volume based fixed range volume profile. It's now free. It was by someone. A person added it, I think 2 years ago. But then I observed that this was added. It wasn't. It didn't always used to be on the chart. So fixed range volume profile. So what it does now, if you pick it down, you put your chart, it tells you where the volume in the market is. So just watch, see where the volume in the market is. Just watch, it's going to show us now. Let me show you. From year to year, right? See where the volume is in the market. Have you seen? So whatever you're doing, if you're doing it here, then you have higher chance of making money because price says this is where the volume is in the market. Do you guys see that? So that's the an added confluence. Now, seconding this zone is this zone here. But now I only like putting it when I'm about to trade, not when I'm analyzing. When I'm about to trade, I will now know that, oh, is the volume in the market currently favoring my entry zone or not? Do you understand? So I like the volume to be favoring my entry zone. So I'll wait for when price is already coming down. I'll then put it to know if where I want to enter is a good place to enter or not. I don't know if you understand, but it tells you the volume. This particular thing I just showed you now tells you the volume of the current chart you're analyzing or looking at to maybe buy or sell, depending. I don't know if that makes any sense. Counselor.
yes. Thank you. That makes perfect sense. So even if we should start playing around with that fixed range volume profile, the reason for this buy here is very simple. So from this is the last low, and this is the last high the market made. Drop the fixed range volume profile. You see where the profile was bigger, and obviously market came back to that point and then bought a bit. But you don't just use volume profile as a tool. Nah, it's being used as a confluence. You figured out every other thing. You figured out everything. You set your limits, and then boom, you're now saying, okay, I'm now expecting price to do this and do that and do that. So even from this down to this last place market's weight, let's say where the volume is. Volume is somewhere here, and obviously that's where the market bought from and went up. So the next thing is taking where the market is now and where it's headed from this point to this point. You see, the volume is still somewhere here for you to buy from. So that is what is being used for. It's just for added confluences, nothing more. So don't go and start trading only with range volume profile because Mr. David Achom told you or Counselor told you. No, it's being used as added confluence. So going over more questions, I'll make that very, 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 very fast. More questions. So do Counselor have a bego? Crazy Pips YouTube channel? No, I don't. He actually dragged me out. Obviously. I don't want to be anybody's idol. How can I know? Okay, I've already told you that. Thank you, Counselor. My question is, your SL is large for a small account of maybe 500. Wow, people are rich. 500 is small. Nice. How would you advise in terms of lot size to be able to trade these setups? Thank you. Okay, let me clear you on something. You don't trade, I don't know, for one, I don't trade for, I don't use lot size of or SLs or fixing my SL to be 10 pips. I'm talking to Okuchi right now. I don't use lot size as a tool for my trading, journaling, trading, whatever. I don't even use pips now. What I use is what is called risks to reward. Risks to reward. And believe you me, this guy you're talking about that is wide for a $500 account, this trade can barely go up to $20. It's not up to. Highest 30. Minimalist risk 0.01. So I don't mean you're saying your account is $50 or $20 or 10, but 500, you can take this trade confidently on that account, risking only 10% of that 500 or 5%. So stop looking at pips. Stop looking at pips. Start looking at risk to reward. It will help you. It will save you a whole lot. For the one we took last week, the sell that we took last week, I forgot where that sell happened. Yeah, this is the sell. This one here. And there's some, I remember that name. One Oga, something like that. He said, can I sell immediately? I told the person, no. Wait till the market comes back to this point. A market came back to that point. If you're saying, okay, the pips is big, let me reduce my this. Nah. This is 200 pips stop loss. You're not looking at that. You're looking at what you're getting in return. Is it this buy? Is it this sell? I don't think. This one is small. Our sell gave us 3R and 5 and 4.5R. It's not this sell. That was last week. So you're looking at risking 500 to make times 4.5. That is 500. One, that is your risk. 1:4. 1:4. 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. So 1:4.5 is 2,500. You risked 500, you make 2,500. If you do that 10 times and lost 5 and get 5, do you know you're still in profit? So stop trading with knowing or thinking the pips count, the stop loss is large. Nah. Think in percentages and risk to reward. That will save you a whole lot. So $500 is not small. I have someone that have already done $20 to $700, and is currently going up to 1,000. That's several people, not just one person. So it is not about the SL, it's about the risk to reward. So if you're trying to risk 10% of your account across board, it can accommodate this guy. Go to your trading view right now. Sorry, go to your Meta 5 now. Go to your MT5 or whatever broker you're using. Go to that point. Impute that sell limit that I called for you guys, that buy limit. Impute it with the risk, with the lowest loss size, 0.01, and tell me what you're seeing on the SL. Just do that right now. I'll be waiting for you, Okuchi. So just do that right now. Just do it now, and give me feedback. It will not be up to $20. So, Emeka, how do you analyze future price to current price? You mean backtesting? That is very simple. There's TradeZilla, there is Trade Casa, there is FS Replay. Any of them can do those for you. So you don't have to bring those to here. So you can backtest using these tools I called for you. FS Replay, that's subscribed actually. Trade Casa is free, and then TradeZilla that's subscribed to. So you can use the free version and then do that for yourself. So there is no more question. And Okuchi, I'm waiting for you. 500 is a big account for a beginner. It's a big account for a beginner. So you don't say it's small, and you don't think of pips. Always think of risk to reward. Risk to reward. I'm risking 1, I'm getting 3. I'm risking 1, I'm getting 4. So that's a great risk. So that is that. So as you're seeing, gold is coming down to this zone. Like I said, this is a Monday. Don't buy. Don't buy from here. Don't. So I don't trade what I think. I trade what I see, and with a touch of sentiment, because this guy have already played out. Let's say we entered this call 11 p.m. last night. That's when this thing happened. Look at it, 9 p.m., 11 p.m. So you will not be trading at that time because of this. The spread will be very, very crazy. So choose your sections and all that. So that is that for gold.
Amazing. Guys, if you've learned and you've gotten value, I want you guys to actually give a thumbs up on the chat box. Rather give a thumbs up to this video. Click on subscribe and then like the video. What happens when you like the video is that YouTube will recommend it to more people. That's what's gonna happen. YouTube will recommend it to a larger audience. Okay. So yeah, well done, Counselor. And it's good to be doing this with you. So let's look at one last time. Look at VVIP USD. I said, you see, it's already going up. So I'll wait for price to come into this zone. Give me a bearish confirmation. If I don't see it, I'm not trading. A very heavy bearish confirmation, and then I'll try to do something. But it must be on that green box or above it, not below it. So at least minimum in an hour, I'll come and check the price again. Let's say by the best time to check price again will be 11 p.m. because 10 p.m. will be what will come into the market, will come into the chart, then 11 p.m. is what will go out of it. So hopefully, New York session, we should see a trade. Hopefully, New York session, we should be able to catch a trade on this. Hopefully, we should be able to catch a trade on this. Yeah, we should be able to catch a trade on this. Is there anything you want to say?
Yeah. Okuchi, please, I'm trying to do what you said, but not sure how. You can't set limit.
Tell the person what to do, please.
Go to your MT5. What broker do you use? Go to that MT5.
You can share your screen. Show the
The
person.
entry, like I said, is from the entry is 3176. 3176. Or I should type it out. I don't know if that is fine for you. So let me type it. Let's just, I want to make this thing, I want to make it, make you, not anybody else, know that it's not just, it's not about your capital. It's always a risk reward game. So it's 3176.736, and that is where you put as entry. So for your SL, that is your stop loss, you use 3158.363. And then again, for your TP, you use 3239.730. So impute this thing into your broker and show me, tell me the risk. Just do that now before the call before the call ends. Let's.
Is it a pending order or what exactly? Tell the person.
Pending order is not market execution, no. Pending order. Setting limit is pending order. It's not market execution. So try it
That's
right now.
or buy limit. Tell the person.
Oh, it's a buy limit. A buy limit. Okay, I should type that too.
Okuchi Azinabo. Buy limit.
It's a buy limit.
While you are waiting for that, I see a question. Ibrahim Menesi. Hello, mentors. David, this is second time joining your live session. Though the first time was first Monday in March, which after I backtested your strategy before buying a profit account of $25,000, which ever since GBP has been ranging and hitting back-to-back SL with your analysis and backtest. So very painful that I don't backtest strategy on demo going successfully. And when it comes to new game, the strategy started failing or price no longer respecting it anymore. These whole things. Well, Ibrahim, I completely understand you. I was sharing with them yesterday that I've been hitting back-to-back SLs. I've hit six SLs in a row. Yeah. Last month I hit five SLs. This month I've hit one now. That's six. Last month I had only one TP, and it's sad because it's unlike me. I mean, many of you know David Achom. Many of you know David Achom. My trades, I mean, I don't need to be saying it here. Okay, many of you know David Achom. So for me to be hitting back-to-back SLs, I was bothered also. All right, and because I was bothered, what I had to do was to check what's the problem. And after checking, yes, I'm at fault because I didn't pay attention to that all the while. Since Trump came into power and since the current war against the USD has been very unsettled. Okay, unsettled so that it's breaking technicals, it's breaking your strategy and your analysis. So now I'm trying to curate. So I've been backtesting back to back. All right, I'm trying to create a workable solution for this so that you won't have to experience this again, and also I will not have to what's the word? I will not have to experience this again because it's painful. Let me tell you, every time you guys hit yourselves because I caught the trade, I'm sad because I'm the one that made you guys to trade it. All right, so yeah, I'm working on something, and by next week Monday, God willing, I'll be able to teach it live, and that will be a solution to the market differences. However, you need to understand that no strategy is 100%. No strategy works all the time. Sometimes, what's the word? what sometimes it will break. So once the account's breached already, the same guy, account breached already, all my hard-earned money, savings, risked and gone. I'm so sorry about that, brother. I also have lost multiple accounts. All right, I've lost multiple accounts in the last 2 months. And I'm not lying to you, I've lost about 5 accounts. Some are for investors, some are my personal accounts. I've lost a lot of accounts, okay? And I'm not talking 10,000 or 20,000, no. There was a particular investor's account, 500K, live account. Though it's a prop firm, but 500K prop firm account live. I lost it. I lost 90K account, like four. So I've lost like 5 accounts, which is sad. 130K also. It's very sad. Obviously, I won't buy it back for them because they signed an agreement that they're willing to lose the money. But I'm sad because my reputation is on the line. Yeah. So I'm so sorry about it, Ibrahim. But it's part of the game. That's just it. You can have 5 good months and 1 bad month. People will see you as a bad person. I've been trading since 2022. I've had good months. If in the last 2 months, my trades have been bad, it did not change or it does not change my person. Okay, it cannot
Ibrahim,
change my. So Ibrahim, don't get emotional about it. All right, I understand that it's your hard-earned money. Completely understand, but don't get emotional about it. If it was profit you made, um, I'm sure this is not how you'll be angry. So I don't want you to be sad because you now lost it. Treat profit and losses almost the same. Don't let any of them get to your heart. Just let it be in your head and don't let it get to your heart. Please. That's how I can beg you. But again, I understand. Is that any money? I've lost thousands of dollars, over like $20,000 plus. Like real money, not profit. That's the money I used to buy this prop account. Okay, 500K account cost me $11,000. In case you don't know, 90K account cost me about 6,000 plus, and that's I kept on losing accounts. Right, so I understand the struggle you're facing, Ibrahim. I completely understand. But sorry about that. Okay.
Okuchi, use 0.1, 0.01. I just said you should use that to know how much it will be. Okuchi, 0.01. I didn't say 0.1. I didn't say 1. It's gold. Use 0.01 and tell me this SL. Why is this difficult? And
But
for
please tell Okuchi that if it's a profit account, she should not be changing lot size. Though. If it's a real money, then she can do that.
yeah, it's a real money. I'm trying to explain something to him because his account size is $500. Like our case study is using $500. So I'm not telling her or him, it should be him, to use 0.01 and tell me the SL price. Tell me what your SL is giving you. Because I want to make him to believe that even with a $500 account, you can trade goods comfortably. So it's not about that. And I have one thing, just one thing to tell Ibrahim. One thing. One. If you backtest after backtesting and you're seeing win rates 100%, 70%, 80%, 70, 75, 65, yeah, that's fine. That is backtesting. So when you're done backtesting and your win rate is 70%, best believe when you start forward testing, reduce that your win rates in backtesting to 50%. So what do you have left? Let's say you ended 80% in backtesting. Just know that your win rate in real life in forward testing should be around 50%. Because backtesting is good, but it makes you feel invincible. It makes you feel like, I'm seeing this thing. See how this thing just for market. This clear break of structure. This is that. Now, it makes sense when you are doing it in real time. That is where the emotion comes in. That is where, because backtesting, you allow your SL, your TP to hit most of the time. But in real life, you can't even allow your SL to hit. You've closed. And probably when you close, market still goes your way. You finger your SL, touch your TPs anyhow. You don't allow. Once you see green profit, once you see blue profit, your body is shaking to take it, but you can allow losses to run. So your psychology is okay during backtesting because there's no money on the line, nothing. So that's why I don't even advise people to even go through demo tradings, because it makes you feel like I'm now invincible to the market. I hit TP anyhow. I took this 10K to 100K. They're all demo. But when you come to real life, you see your money floating in red. You see your money going almost TP in our return. You see your money flying up and down. That's where the decisions are being made. That's where your psychology is being tested. That's where everything you have in you is being tested. And I'm not going to lie to you. In every life of a trader, in every trader's life, there's what is called a losing streak. You're going to lose. You're not made of gold. Even if you're made of gold, you're not the market. You're going to take losses. You're going to take losses. So what I'll tell you is this. I know a friend that took 8 losses in his prop account. Just two, he's back. So in as much as you lost your account, the next thing I think you trashed at some point is your risk management. Your emotion got into play. Your risk management is fucked up. You're trying to backtest and maybe you lost $100. Next trader say, oh, let me use 150. Next one, oh, let me make it 200. You're fucking up with your risk management. You're switching patterns. You're switching your plan. You're switching your capitals. Today you're risking 10. Next day you're risking 20. No. Keep it the same. Keep it the same. You don't know what is going to happen in this market. Make it a mechanical trading plan, meaning I'll see this and I'll do this. 1 + 1 is 2. There's nothing in this life where I'll make it to be 3 or make it to 1.5. It's 2 anywhere. In English is 2. In Igbo is 2. Hausa 2. Yoruba 2. Efik 2. In UK 2. It's the same thing everywhere. So when you make your trading plan to be a response to an action, it's not because today I'm happy, I'm feeling fly, let me use 5 lot size. Today, I feel like, today is a very good day. I woke up on the right side of the bed. Let me use 10 lot size. That's not how traders work. So I'm not saying that you're not going to fail, but what I'm saying is when next you're failing, like now you failed, fail forward. Don't feel like I'm back. Don't feel like this strategy is messed up. Don't feel like, nah, I'm not doing it again. It's not for me. Nah. Come back, right your wrongs. Those mistakes you made, write them out. Like Mr. David Achom will say, put your problems to your face, write them out, make you see them. Put on the other side, write your plans. What do you do? Not in your phone, not in your note. Sticky note, stick it to your wall. They look up for your eye. Because if you're not seeing these things, you feel like you are now a bad guy. You are now this. Let me just woke up, carry your phone, enter MT5, begin the tap by yourself. No. It's a job for me. I don't know for you. So I wake up, go to my chart, do the due diligence there, take my limits, set it, and allow myself to rest. Either TP or SL or break-evens, I'm not bothered. Why? My main journaling comes at the end of the month, at the end of the week, at the end of the year. That's when you determine whether you've made profit or not just from one trade. So if you buy your next prop account, I suggest you should start risking 0.25 or 0.5. Why do I say that? Every prop I know, probably 8% maximum drawdown or 10% maximum drawdown, which means you have 16 trials. You have 16 trades. And if you take 10 trades, you lost 10 of them, you should go back and learn better. If you take 10 trades and you lose 7 of them, best believe if you win 3, you're back to break even. Just 3. Should we do it here? Let's do the simple maths. You have 10 trades, 10 trade setups, and you have $10,000 or $1,000. Let's use $1,000. So you're risking $100 each. And your risk to reward is always 1:5, right? And you lost 7. You've lost $700. You don't go. It's not coming back. You have 3 setups, and then you boom TP. 1 TP is $500. 2 TP is $1,000. 3 TP is what? $1,500. And you lost how much again? Was it not 700? Are you back or you're not back? 15 minus 700. You're back with what? Are you seeing it?
Let's even say
So
you know who it's the final TP. Let's say you close
let
halfway.
let's just say, okay, let me, if I will take it back to 8 losses, like you said you had 8 losses. 8 fucking losses. And then you just got 2 TP correct. 2, just 2. You lost 800, you made $1,000. You are in profit with 200. So don't blame your strategy. Don't blame David Achom. Don't blame anybody. The market will mess you up. Sorry, even the big guns take losses. But do you know what keep them profitable? Their risk is the same across board. Not by amount. Listen, not by amount. It's by percentages. I don't care about your amount, actually. What I'll ask you is this: how many percent are you risking? Once you say that, I already know in my subconscious how much you risked. Once you say how much, what is your ideal risk to reward? You tell me 3, you tell me 5. I'm good. I don't need to know your amount. So ask yourself today, if you can be truthful to yourself, did you always risk the same on every trade? Reply me on the chat box. Let me see. Did you risk the same on across your trades, the same, and allow them to run? If you did that, I'm very sure you don't lose that account. I'm very, very, very sure.
Except the same he's talking about is the same big risk. So for
Yeah.
instance, if you have a 25k account, you think it's 25k. So let me tell you guys the strategy behind Profem. You think your Profem account of 25k is $25,000. No. I trade my Profem with the percentage drawdown I have. So if the percentage drawdown they gave me is 6%, remember 10% of 25k is 2,500. 5% is 1,250. So 6% is 1,500. I hope you guys are listening. 1,500 is the floating risk that they've given me. That if I lose 1,500, I'm out of that account. So I don't have 25,000. I have 1,500, and I'm happy with that because I bought that 1,500 with maybe $600. So it means they gave me extra 600 for free, real money, and I understand that, and I've come to terms with it. So what I then do is, let me show you guys something. The account I lost. Let me even show you one of the accounts. I hope MC5 has not cleared the accounts. They've cleared it. They've cleared it. It's showing invalid account. I would have shown you guys. See, it's showing invalid. I would have shown you guys. So one of the account, you can see all through. It was SL hits all through. And what I do on that account is a 90k account. On the 90k account, some of you guys you do not know, I take 2 lots per trade, 2 lots, and I do 2 positions per trade. So that's total of 4 lots per trade, right? And my ideal essay usually, whenever I finish chatting, I'm usually seeing 20 pips, 25 pips, 26 pips, 30 pips, something around that. I don't see more than that for SL. So it means that if I'm risking about $600 or $700, right, per trade. So if you look at that clearly, what that gives you is it gives you opportunity to trade multiple times, knowing that you are risking a little. So back to the conversation about 25,000 and your drawdown policy. So I don't have only 1,500 floating risk. I then divide that 1,500 into as many times as I know as I can be wrong. I know myself, I cannot be wrong 5 times in a row in trading. So for me to be wrong 5 times in a row, I will lose that account. So I started trading the account with the mindset that I cannot be wrong 5 times in a row. But now I've lost 6 trades in a row. So I've lost plenty accounts. Because I've lost how many trades in a row now? 6 trades in a row. Follow me. I've lost 6 trades in a row, so I've lost many accounts because I work with 5 trades. So because I work with 5 trades, I then divide the 1,500 into 5 positions. So per trade, I'm willing to risk to lose 3,000 or 300 rather, or 400, whatever it is, or even 250, whatever it is. I'm willing to lose this per trade. So any lot size I use, there's no problem as long as I don't lose that amount I said I'm willing to lose. Do you understand? Knowing that if I lose that amount after breaking it, my RR usually is 1 to 4, 1 to 5. I don't see 1 to 3. Most times I see 1 to 4.5, 1 to 7, So one trade can give me a good recovery, and I was hoping and praying that one of my trades that hit SLs should just go to TP. If one had gone to TP, take it from me, I would have recovered all the accounts. I promise you. If one had gone to TP, one, not two, not three, one should go to TP. Let one go to TP. I will recover everything. That's the mindset. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm reading what the person said now. He said, though my drawdown is 1,000 and max 2,000, which I didn't lose up to $800, and they breached it. I'm yet to conclude these programs are scams. I chatted their support and they couldn't respond. Give me a tangible reason why it was breached when I didn't reach their daily drawdown, which is 1K. My bro, this is my first time buying prop firm. I really take out my time to learn first before buying. I understand you. Now, don't blame them. I want you to take responsibility for it. And how do I want to take it? If they say your daily journal is $800, let's assume you said you didn't lose up to 800. All right. It says if it's I wish it's something we can have a voice conversation, then you will know what I did not over risk and trade anyhow. See, bro, there's no need doing that. All of those is just going around the circle. There's no need. I understand you, I understand where you're coming from. I just wanted to know that before you say this problem is a scam or anything, ask yourself, yes, there are some problems that are scams. Agreed. But I wanted to ask yourself, all right? So they said daily Jordan is 1,000, overall Jordan is 2,000. Is that possible? No. It means lying behind. Maybe you did not read it well. They might tell you overall Jordan is $2,000 or $2,400 or whatever they say your overall Jordan is. But I doubt your daily Jordan is I doubt that your daily Jordan is 1,000. I doubt strongly, except you can show a screenshot proof. All right. But if you've chatted your support and they've not told you, then maybe we'll wait for them to tell you. But I doubt that truly your drawdown was 1,000 and you lost 800, yet they closed you out. I doubt, because usually they use a robot at the back end, is an AI that checks that. It's not human being. Most programs use AI to know whether you breach their rule or not. So if you don't breach their rule, if you have not breached it yet, you still have access to that account as long as you've not breached it yet. Okay. Counselor, answer the last question before we call it a day. Last question is by Okuchi. Last question is by Okuchi. Okuchi. By the way, Okuchi, tell us, are you male or female? Okuchi, are you male or female?
So, Okuchi, I have placed the buy limit with all the parameters given and loss size of 0.01. What am I supposed to see? Sorry, I thought I knew these things, but it means there's something I'm not getting. Okuchi, I suggest you go for proper mentorship. You don't put your money where you don't know. I suggest you do that. So go to your chart. You can see the lines, the N3, the SLs, the TP lines. Click on the SL line. Just go to your MT5 now. Go to your chart. Your line, where you see your line chart, of course. Go to your line chart. I don't want to start sharing my screen again. Go to your line chart. Go to the point where you start seeing those things. Go to your line chart. When you start seeing this thing like this, then click on that SL to show you the figure you're risking. Just do that. Go to your line chart, click on the SL. It will show you how much you're risking on that trade using 0.01. I'm waiting for your comments. Do that right now. And this is for everyone.
Speaking with regards to the mentorship that you suggested, so Okuchi, you can reach out. There's a current boot camp that is starting on Monday, not today, next week Monday, and trust me,
So,
that is still price. So you can reach out. Either you reach out to the company's Instagram or you reach out to my own Instagram. But you have to do it like immediately after the call. so that you can get response in real time. And you have to
So,
reach out immediately.
so
Counsel of God.
the reason for that is not just because someone needs your money or anything. Nah, nobody needs your money. The thing is for you. The ideal thing, the reason why people lose money in trading is because they come in. Beginner's luck is everybody's thing. It happens to you. It have happened to me. It happens to most of us. But are you going to be having the luck every day? Nah, you're not going to be having the luck every day. Then when that big losses start coming, you start blaming the person you're seeing the signals from, or you're saying, nah. But when you come into the system the right way, you can't just enter the hospital and start performing operations. You can't just enter the barracks and start carrying gun. They'll take you to the psychiatric home. So come in the right way. You're a female, nice. Come in the right way. Have you answered the question? You never see this thing yet. I want you to give me that answer from your mouth. $500 is not small account. Use 0.01 on this limit and tell me what you're risking. Just go to your chart, click on that SL. You see how much you're risking. So as I was saying, you don't just come out and then fund account and start taking trades. No. Like I always say, it's easier to teach a beginner than to even teach someone that's already made mistakes and all that. See, Okuchi, I'm still waiting for you. Ibrahim treated them and the support said they calculate from equity, not balance, and which I made 400 profit. Oh, that is what I can't figure out myself, so I have to bring it here. You can't. I don't think you have to bring that here. Equity drawdown. You know what that means? If you close the day with minus, if you close the day with minus $200 on $1,000, you have 800. So the next day is no longer daily drawdown of 1,000. It's now daily drawdown of 800. That's what it means by equity drawdown. So some prop firms still use the balance based, but some use equity drawdown. Those are the names. That's why I said you should read to understand before buying prop firm. Read to understand the rules before engaging, not just buy because your friend bought or someone happened. So equity means your balance and your profit, your floating PNL. Each of these two. So when you're done for the day and you lost 200 out of 1,000, best believe the next day the reset will be on 800, no longer 1,000. So if you made a profit of 400, like you said, you should be up 1,400. Your next day, your PNL, your daily drawdown will now be on 1,400 and not 1,000. Your questions suggest that would that be on MTO Jesus Christ? Where did you set your limit on? Was it on TradingView on your MT5? Like David Achom said, text, go to the channel, go to the IG, text somebody. You need proper setups. You need proper drilling. At least like someone said, the fastest thing for you to learn in trading is how to open a trading account. And that's why you can open one. You can't even sell a limit on it. That's the fastest thing you can learn. And it's the wrong thing. It's the most wrong thing to do. When I'm teaching people how to trade, it's after I'm teaching them before they download the account or open the account. Because once you start seeing money from the beginning, it go hard to carry you come back. Oh. It's very, very hard. So start it right. Start it nice, Okuchi. Start it nice. Unless you just want to do it, you don't want to just do it. Start it nice. Start it well. And then you finish well. This one now, you're trying to go through shortcuts. If I teach you finish like this now on live, I won't be here tomorrow with you. I won't be here till next week, Monday. So what you're doing from Tuesday to Friday, you're making nonsense decisions, which nobody will guide you. So please, Ejo, go through the right channels. No, it's not funny, your boss. It's not. Because
Okuchi, come to my DM on Instagram. I'm going to give you a discount.
So please go through the right route. Setting limits is the minimalist thing in trading. The minimalist. So imagine when I start talking about the ones that are big. you will not understand that. So please go to the right channel. I've said this in like 1 hour now. Go to your chart, click on that SL, you see the value. You're asking me, is it MT5 or trading view? Do you see that it doesn't make sense? So please go for knowledge first. The money will come out.
Okuchi, I'm sorry if this is coming out rude. We don't mean to be rude. I promise you, we don't mean to be rude. It's just to help you understand that in this place you have to follow the right channels. All right. You might have been trading for a few years, possibly, but probably you're missing out on a few things. And I'm willing to guide you through. Okay. I'm very willing to guide you through. I'm very willing to guide you through. I'm very willing to guide you through. Okay. Yeah. Counselor, we should be calling it a day already. It's been a long one.
Yeah.
We've been calling it a day already. Um, let me share my screen so you can see GBP See what the guy did. He went up. He has given us 15 minutes bearish engulfing, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 1 hour bearish confirmation. So this might be the first 1 hour confirmation of a candlestick of a what's the word, doji candle. So wait and see another candle. That, like I said, 11 p.m., 11 a.m. rather would be a good time to see that confirmation before we sell. But I can't sell yet. Neither can I buy yet. So I will just wait. Do you know waiting is a skill in the market that many people don't know? You have to wait. You understand? And then someone is asking, is it possible for someone who is having just $50 to succeed in the market? It's never about money. Success first is in your mind. And it's not motivational speech. All right. But if you mean to withdraw a lot of money, yes, I personally have taken $4 account to God who made me. That was in 2022. I took $4 to 7,400 or something. $4. You might not believe I took $4 to $10 to $30 to $100 to 150. When it got to 700, it came down to 400 or 3 something, I think. It went up again. When it was on 5,000, it came down to 1,800. I took it up totally. At the end of the day, we closed it on 7,000 plus. $4. $4. So yes, it's possible, but that's not the I didn't trade that money from a place of brokenness. I traded it from a place of I already had money. I wanted to just show you what's possible. I did everything. Someone, this guy is asking how many months it took me. God bear me witness. It took me about 2 weeks plus only trading every day. 2 weeks plus. So Okuchi has answered you. And then lastly, said my counselor. Okay, Mr. Counselor, I took the trade the same day they breached the account, which was only on loss of this.
Okay. Do you know what, Ibrahim? When they mean equity based drawdown,
Equity drawdown. Let me break it down for you. Counselor.
If you are running on minus, your account is already gone.
Before you close your trade, if your balance is $30,000 and your minus is minus 9,000, as long as that minus has hit your drawdown, they will close your trade. You know what I mean? So it's the minus before you even close that trade. That's what equity drawdown. I trade both firms. I'm trading for years.
Minus 500.
Your minus, that your drawdown, you must not reach the rule that they give you. That's just what it means. It's nothing serious.
Like I said, are you saying that the problem is not really on them? The problem is on you. If your risk was around 0.5% or 1%, there's no way you'd be floating loss of the daily drawdown. So you can't be floating your loss of daily drawdown. Do you know why I said risk 0.05? I'll give you 16 trials. Because daily drawdown is 4% for the one I used, and maximum drawdown is 8%. So when I say use 0.5, I mean you have 16 chances before you lose that account. And what I do in a day, if I lose 2 trades, I am done for the day. On your prop account, treat prop account like a baby business.
Like investors' money. See, treat prop account like the way it is. Prop account is an investment from somebody. It's an investor's money. You cannot be rude with an investor's money. No. Some of
If
you are
you
trading prop account like it's your own. You blow lot size up and I'm just looking at people and laughing. Maybe it's your Instagram influencers that are advising you wrong.
maybe mistakenly it worked for you, you think now you're not a bad guy. Someone bought an account of 10,000 and the next day he's showing me 400. I'm like, wow, congrats. But you are over risking. Guess what? The next day he breached the account. So you might try it, it will work for you. But best believe you know use that approach to pay out. You cannot get to pay out with that approach because loss, you're gone. Imagine you are using risk to reward well until you get to the life account. You're now on your life account. You can't begin to do like make I pack am dey go because I don't see say at the end of that last week the software person withdraw $10,000 from 5K account. Person withdraw this amount. Say make I do am too. You don't forget say you use phase 1, phase 2 to pass. You want to blow everything for life. You lost the account. Start afresh again. So now I believe I like when people tell me that they failed before success. It dey sweet me. You know why? When you fail, you learn something. So I don't call it failure. I don't call it I call it lessons. I don't call it losses. I call it lessons because you will not make those mistakes again. If you repeat the same mistakes and then you keep doing it every time and then you feel bad at the end of the day, you're not ready to make the change. So I believe I like this thing that happened to you. Yes. But see the point where I liked it from. Like to correct those mistakes that you think that are negligible, that are very, very small that you cannot do. So those mistakes are what messes up your account. And then Okuchi, are you seeing that your $500 is intact and your risk is just $5? So now, is your $500 big enough or not? So now, it's now left for you. How much do I want to risk in this $500? Okay, counselor said 0.5% to 1%. That is on prop. So if you're using your life account, you can go 2 to 5%. Or if you know that you are comfortable, and make sure that money in your account now, that you've already lost it. Keep it in your head that that money is no longer your own. Like I always say this thing, trading is, you can share your screenshots here. Trading is 80% psychological and 20% technical. Psychological in the sense that every decision you make is based on what is in your head. You can leave your trade to run to TP, it's based on what is in your head. You can leave your trade to run to SL, it's based on what is in your head. If you cannot allow those things to happen, there's no way to happen for you. So always allow those things to happen. So you have $1,000, right? And you are now saying, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I get back to this point? How do I get back to that point? No. What you should do is keep your risk the same. Like now, I've already shown Okuchi that it's not about the account. It's not about the amount. She's thinking that $500 is a small account, is a small money. Is a lie. Somebody have done $100 to $1 million. Yes, $100 to $1 million. Someone has done it. Someone have done $300 to almost $5 million. So it is possible only when you've made away with that capital. That money in your MT5 is not your own till it hits your account. That money in your trading account is not your own. That prop firm, you've already built it in your room that, I want to buy a 100K prop account, and then within 1 month, I don't pass them. Within the second month, I'll begin the withdraw 10%. That's 10K. I go down the ball. It makes sense in your head. But when it comes to putting in the work, you start over-risking. You start jumping risk management. You start fingering your SL, your TP. You don't allow your trades to run. It messes up with your psychology. And building psychology is not trading. Building psychology is a different ball game. So that money in your trading account, is it your school fee? Withdraw it back. Is it your money for feeding? Withdraw it back. Is it tied to your house rent? Withdraw it back. Are you owing someone? Withdraw and pay. Be in the right frame of mind all the time. That's what will make, like David said, he have already he didn't trade that money to that amount from a place of this is my life, this is all my life. No, that money is already gone in his head. That's why he can comfortably trade. That's why he can comfortably go all in and then wait for the market to do his thing. Last 2 weeks, Ohaji did $8,000 to 580K in everybody's faces. What I learned from that trade is not about the amount. What I learned from that trade is the psychology behind that trade. How can you hold it? Can you hold that amount and allow it to get to that profit? Have you taken your time to discard this your capital and know that it's no longer mine? When you've passed this phase, sky is just the starting point.
Counselor, actually, I have to run out. Take out just called that there's a meeting for 10 on the itinerary. So allow me run out. It's been a good 1 hour 55 minutes. That's almost 2 hours now. However, the guy saying you want to flip to recover back. I promise you that's the fastest way to lose all your money. Okay? I'm not trying to put fear in you. Let that money go. Imagine you lost $100,000. Will you try to be flipping till you recover that one back? No, you patiently grow your money. Nothing substantial happens by flipping. I'm teaching people this thing. You don't want to learn. Nothing happens by flipping. Flipping only helps you for the bit. For a while, you flip today, and yes, you can sort out your bills. But is that a long-term strategy? No. The banks have been here for decades. You're comparing the banks, the strategy of the bank, to people that have been here for 5 years, 6 years, and told you flipping is all that it takes. No, the bank has done this for maybe 80 years, 100 years, and guess what they're doing? 3% monthly, 2%, 1% sometimes. In a whole year, the bank will not even do 20% profit. Yeah, but you are doing 1 to 5. Do you know how many percent is 1 to 5? If you risked 1% of your account on that trade and you did 1 to 5 risk to reward, guess what you just did? You just did 5% profit on one trade. You now do that 4 times in a month. That's 20% in a month. The banks cannot do 20% in a month. So guess what the banks will do? They'll clap for you and fear you. 20% is too much. It's too much. I promised my investors, guess what I promised them? 10% in 3 months. Yes. If you're not okay with it, go. In case you don't have heavy investors, not one, not two, heavy guys. And yet, what did I promise them? 10% in 3 months. So every 3 months, I give you 10%. That's what I can do. Don't rush me. That's what I can do. If you're not okay with it. So in a year, that's 40%. That's too much, Seth. Guess what? my mentor was telling me that I should change it to 15% every 6 months. He said I should change it to 15% every 6 months. That's what he said. So I'm teaching you something. That's how to scale. That's how to build for sustainability. If you pick my advice, good. If you don't, I can't do anything for that. I've done my part, and have a good day, you guys. See you at the top, not from the top, because you know what's at the bottom is way too crowded. Okay. Have a good night. Rather, have a good week. God bless you.